Yeah, we are live now. We have Gairo here with us, who has some arguments against extinction. And Luke, I see you in the comments. Please share the video to groups so that people can start watching. Yeah, Gairo, you can go ahead and introduce yourself and your argument.
Okay, all right. So obviously, I'm from London, UK. I would say that I'm atheist. I don't really believe in a higher power. But what I would like to say is that your belief in pro-extinction, I really don't think that's the best way to go forward. I do understand that there is suffering in the world. However, my argument is that say we have 10 apples, yeah, in a farm, and two of the apples are bad and rotten. Does that mean that all the apples have to be destroyed? That's my main argument. And in that sense, it's kind of the same with humans and animals. Just because some are suffering doesn't mean that the whole world has to go.
Okay, so the thing is, using apples as an argument is a wrong analogy here because uh, the problem here is not rotten apples, but the problem here is 5,000 children getting raped every day and 500 people burning to death, billions and trillions of animals abused at the hands of both humans and nature, people squirming in pain in cancer. Right. So, like, it might be how much ever apples might be good and how much ever apples might be rotten. The thing is, suffering matters more. Suffering weighs more because, um, like, uh, like you cannot say that again you cannot justify suffering with anything in this world. Can you name something like you're saying, okay, you are comparing it to rotten apples, right? Can you say that, okay, this good apple, eating a good apple can justify a child getting raped? Can you name something in this world that can justify? Let's forget about everything. Just let's talk about one single case. One single case of a child getting raped. Can you justify that with anything in this world?
Of course I can't. Of course I can't. It's
Then
terrible.
then extinction is the solution. And
No.
the thing is, you have to agree. You have to at least agree that your analogy was wrong because the rotten apples cannot be justified with the good
Well,
apples.
I'll say the same thing to like rapists or something like he said. There's obviously some bad people in the world. However, there's also good people in the world as well. There's people who are humanitarian aids, like for an example, like refugee camps, there's UNICEF, there's Oxfam, there's actually good people in this world that want to do good. So all of those good people that are trying to do
Uh,
good and stop the cause, they have to go as well. That doesn't make
okay,
sense.
okay, I agree. There are very good people in this world. There are empathetic people who want to help sufferers. Even I am an empath. I think before this live started, I told you how I was involved in animal rescue and all kinds
Exactly.
of things, right? So
Yeah.
my question is, what these good people are doing actually? Like these good people, why do they need to do good?
Why they need to
So
do
why
good?
why do we need just a second? Why do we need refugee camps? Why do we need animal rescuers? Why do we need people who are these white helmets, right? They just go into the war zones and rescue people,
Mm-hmm.
and there are civil rights activists. Why
Mm-hmm.
do we need all these people?
Why? Because, like you said, there are some negatives in the world.
Yeah,
There is some. So we need
yeah. So there is suffering in the world, right?
hundred
So these
percent. I
good
agree.
people are needed to eradicate suffering, right?
Of course,
So
but
what is
not
the my question is, what is the point? So my I am saying that cause extinction, prevent the sufferers from happening. You are saying that suffering should keep happening because good people can keep rescuing them, rescuing the sufferers. I'm saying what's the point in that?
What's the
Sufferers
point?
don't need to exist. Prevention is better than a cure.
Yes.
First thing. And the second thing is that despite these good people existing, they are not
Hmm.
able to stop the bad people, or they are not able to stop the bad things from happening, right? So even if they reduce, let's say, like I don't even need all the sufferers to justify extinction. Let's just say that there are 10 children who are getting raped, and some good people, they rescue 9 of these children, right? That is
Hmm.
still one child getting raped, and that is unacceptable.
It is unacceptable, but that's life.
Yeah,
I am
I
obvious.
that is not an argument. It's life. You just take that shit is not an argument.
Well, listen.
Because if it is unacceptable, see, if you agreed with me that it is unacceptable. So if it is unacceptable, then obviously it should be eradicated. Not even one child deserves to be raped. Not even one person deserves to get cancer.
So
Not one person deserves to die in a plane crash. Not one animal deserves to get abused. Not one animal deserves to get ripped apart by predators for no reason. All this shit is all this suffering. Nobody deserves it.
okay, and I agree. However, I'm gonna flip this back on you. All the people that do good, all the people that save people, that all the good people that want to do good in the world, because obviously there are bad people, but there are also good people in the world. Do they need to be eradicated too? Because for one, every bad person that is getting raped, there's also one good person that's saving them. So does that mean the person
Right,
who's saving them
right,
has to die as well?
right. Let me answer it. So this one person who's saving them, right? So
Yep.
they are like, let's take, a scenario where somebody is saving someone,
Yep.
and so are they going to tell me that these things should keep happening? I'll just keep saving them. You keep you keep the raped kids coming. You keep the abused animals coming. You keep the starving people coming, because I want to keep saving them. Is that a right statement to say? Will anybody say it? I dare anybody who's rescuing. I dare anybody who's uh, you know uh, uh, who's a white helmet. Can they say that, because I want to keep rescuing, I want to keep doing this good, these
Mm-hmm.
things should keep happening? They cannot say that. And if they say that, they are not really good people, and they don't really deserve any moral consideration, right? So the
Well,
thing is, I don't have to give moral consideration to Hitler. I don't have to give any moral consideration to people who want children to continue getting raped, because every adult in this world knows that suffering cannot be eradicated. Everybody who's rescuing kids, everybody who's rescuing animals knows that these sufferings cannot be eradicated. So
okay.
if they are pro-life, just a second, let me finish this. So
Okay.
if they are pro-life, they just want these sufferings to continue.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't give them any moral consideration. I consider them the same as Hitler. I consider them the same as any
Okay.
rapist or a sadist who
Mm-hmm.
wants to torture animals, who want to rape children. I don't see any difference, because there is literally no difference between, say, um, uh, letting someone rape and actually raping yourself.
Okay. I do get what you mean, and I say you want to completely cut off the source so it doesn't happen. And I do understand. Like what you're trying to tell me is that a person that wants to save them, they should completely stop it. Like for example, rape, and you want to completely stop it completely so it doesn't keep on happening, rather than just saving them. But
Mm.
also, I just want to also say, as a
You don't
human,
want to stop it completely.
listen, that's not my responsibility to do. I am a
Okay.
human. I am someone in my limitation. That's
Yeah.
for someone else to do. I don't think that's
Okay.
my moral. As much as I think that's wrong, that's not my
That
job.
is that
That's
is the that is the very basis of selfishness, right?
yes.
So the thing is, I am passing you by on the road, and somebody is ganging up on you and raping you or beating you up,
Mm-hmm.
right? So the thing is, I was in a position, I could have stopped them. I could have called the police so that this thing wouldn't have happened to you. So what if I say the same thing? I can say that okay, this is not my responsibility. Who is this guy Gairo? Somebody else is raping him. That morality falls upon them. Those rapists are evil. I am not evil, so I will just walk by. So the thing is, ultimately, you don't care. You are the victim. Okay, you don't care whether you get abused because of the rapist, or because the police didn't intervene, or somebody stood and watched. Every single person is the reason that horrible suffering happened to you, right? Every single person is a reason. So you don't care as a victim. You just care about your suffering,
I
right?
I I think from
I
humans.
don't think, see, I don't think you should view suffering as something like something about you, right? It's not my responsibility. It's not about me. It's not about them. You shouldn't view it like that. Suffering should be viewed only from the victim's point of view. Only
I don't
victims
agree with
matter.
that.
For
I don't
the
agree.
victims, they don't care whether they suffered because of someone's action or someone's inaction. They just really don't care. They just care that they suffered. They don't want to suffer. They want to escape that suffering. They don't want to get raped. They don't want to starve. They don't want to get ripped apart by predators. That's
Mhm.
all the victims need.
Well, I do, like I said, that is, I think, as being human, we are put on this earth for a purpose and a reason, and that's only to reproduce and keep the earth going. I think that yes, that is, you have to be a bit compassionate. However, I believe that some other people are not suffering in this world right now. Some people are rich people. I think that you're not the richest person, but I think there are some rich people that are doing well in life and are not suffering, and that's not their responsibility that other people are suffering. I am a pro-capitalist. I believe in capitalism. I believe that every man for themselves should create their own wealth, and I believe that as a human being you should only care about yourself and your family, and the rest of the people, yeah, they should find out their own solution. Just because someone else is suffering, it doesn't mean that we all have to suffer with you. That's communism, and I don't agree with communism. I think that's just, would you call it, silly and selfish. Why do I have to suffer with everyone else just
Oh,
because I'm not suffering?
you. So what you said is that you just said you have to look after your own family, and rich people, they shouldn't care about others. So if just some kids get raped, it's their own fault. They have to get out of it. I
No,
just have to look at my own family. And you said that the opposite philosophy to this is selfish, and yours is very empathetic, very genuine, very moral ideology, right? That's what you said.
well, I think you're kind of putting words in my mouth, because in some ways I am. When it comes to sensitive topics, I do agree. Like, let's talk about money, because there's a difference between money and then kids getting raped. When it comes to money and giving money to the homeless and stuff like that, obviously you can do that. However, the people that are suffering, you need to focus on yourself first, and then
Yeah,
you can
you
focus on
shouldn't.
the people
You
suffering.
you shouldn't give money to the homeless. That's
Why?
very selfish.
Why?
It's very selfish. See, you have to focus on your family, right? So
Of
if you have
course.
some money, your family might need a bigger car. They might need a bigger house. So
Of
you have to
course.
concentrate on them. Giving money
Of
to the homeless is just pure selfishness. You have to be very ethical. Just to focus on getting a good house, getting a good car, getting a good uh, maybe buy, if you have too much money, buy an island. That's more important than, because your family is more important.
of
Them
course.
having a private island and a beautiful house and a super car is more important than children getting raped, and uh, animals getting abused and predated upon. So you see, this is the exact reason why I said I don't care about pro-lifers, and I don't give moral consideration to you guys.
Well, yeah, okay.
This is the
But
exact reason,
this
because
is the
because
exact
you
reason.
don't care. like whatever
You
happens, like there can be a purge around you. There can be like hundreds of children raped around you. You want to preserve your privileges, right?
of course,
So
because like humans and animals are innately selfish. From the dawn of time, from the dinosaurs eating other dinosaurs, there's always been a cutthroat world. Obviously,
being
m-
selfish is being ethical,
being
because
it's not. It's completely fine to be
it's what
selfish. It's
yeah,
completely
because
fine.
it's what nature taught you. So being
Yes,
selfish is ethical. So like by that logic, like animals do a lot of things, right? You can do that also. Like even the thing is, rape is a part of nature, right?
I
So
think it's
you can
fine, but that's
actually
why.
do, bro. You have to be selfish. Your pleasures are more important. By your argument, if you really stand by your argument, then raping is right, because raping is very natural.
Depends why though.
Animals do it, right? They just overpower the females and they do it. They do it for their pleasure. They are innately programmed to be selfish. So you have to do it. It is 100% ethical according to your logic.
Well, we have something called morality, and that we have morality and ethics, and that's
No,
obviously
no, no.
being.
You shouldn't have morality,
We should
because
have morality,
nature is.
but we should also
You
be
shouldn't have
selfish.
morality, bro. Nature selfishness matters.
I think
Nature
I
has given you selfishness. Why are you being moral? Why
because
should you be
obviously,
moral? You live like animals, right? Animals are innately selfish. Why should you be moral? It's very it's very unethical of you.
bro, but
You just, bro. You have to concentrate on your family, bro.
yes,
You
you
have to
do, but
concentrate. Yeah. Be
also,
selfish. Why do you need morality? No need for
of
morality.
course, you need morality because why
No,
would you
no,
look?
you
Why
don't
would
need it.
looking after your family is
You
morality?
don't need
I,
morality, bro. So if I come to kill your family, right? So if it gives me pleasure, then I can also do it. You have convinced me, right?
well, what are you gonna do that? Would you
So
do
you
that?
shouldn't.
No,
Huh?
are you gonna do that? Are you gonna kill my family? No. Why are you not gonna kill my family? Because that's
Now when it comes to killing your family, you need morality, right?
of course you need morality, but you can
So,
also be selfish.
but when other children are getting raped, then you want to be selfish.
Listen, so
Yes,
you're
you are
telling
just
me,
exposed, bro. You are done. You
So
are
you're telling
totally
me,
done.
no, no,
Right?
no, no,
You
no,
need
no,
morality.
no.
You need morality. When I say that, okay, somebody is going to kill your family, I'm going to come and kill your family. Then you need morality. Be moral. Why you won't kill my
So,
family, right? Be moral.
bro,
Then
so
when it comes to caring about others, you are like, I'm pro-capitalist, bro. Looking after family is all that matters. Even if rape happens, let it happen, right? I don't need morality because nature has made me selfish. That time selfishness matters. But when something is about to happen to you, you need morality. Again, this is pro life. This is why I won't give you guys moral consideration. This is the peak of selfishness, right?
so your solution for me, so what I don't under your what you're doing is you're going to the complete extreme to a bad situation. You're telling me that I can't, so basically because of my selfishness I have to be unselfish and let myself go and the whole world go just for something. Okay, obviously there is waste
Yes,
in the world.
yes, exactly. Because
So
you
you're
are
telling me
privileged. You don't, you
absolutely
don't, you
not.
don't
That
matter.
is wrong.
Okay,
That is wrong.
raped children matter. Okay, if somebody, if a kid is starving,
I
and
have to go because of the kid that's
and
starving.
then there is you, right? I have a more of a moral obligation to give bread to the starving child than give a chocolate to you, right? This is very basic decency. That is morality. And you are very convenient, bro. You just want morality when it comes to you and your family. Nobody should hurt your family. They should be moral towards you. Okay, but you won't be moral towards others. When it comes to others, you will say I'm a pro capitalist, and nature has made us selfish. We shouldn't care about others. We should care about only about our family. Let children get raped. I don't care about anything. I just only care about my family. But when it comes to my family, everybody be moral. Everyone should be moral. That's what you're saying.
Whether
That's
we
that's exactly why people like you don't deserve moral consideration.
Okay, whether we like it or not, kidnap, rape, torture is always gonna happen, and that's never gonna stop. As long as we are breathing in this world, it is going to happen. However, what I am not going to happen is, why do I have to go, and why does the whole world have to go for such a small proportional thing?
That is what I've been telling you. Your previous statements, right? Your previous statements, pro suffering statements, pro selfishness statements. You are proud supporter of selfishness.
Of course,
Okay, but you're a proud supporter of selfishness, and you want morality only for you and your family, but you are not willing to extend that morality towards others.
no,
That is the exact reason why you people don't deserve moral consideration.
I
That's what I've
believe
been
in
telling.
morality, but not to the extreme as what
Ah,
you're
yeah,
saying.
you believe
If
in
you
morality only,
listen,
only
listen,
when it comes to harm to your family.
yes,
When your family is
yeah,
starving, I have to give them bread. But if you are privileged and someone else's family is starving, you don't care because you have to focus on your own family, and nature has made you selfish. That's why you don't deserve moral consideration. People like you don't deserve moral consideration.
okay,
Yeah,
wait, wait.
I don't give moral consideration to Hitler. I don't give moral consideration to rapists. Society even doesn't give moral consideration to rapists. They just kill them off, right? And
Okay.
people don't give moral consideration to sadists. So your previous exact statements is why I don't give moral consideration to you. You
Wait,
are
I
the
got
same as as I pointed out before. There is no difference between you and a rapist if you are just going to stand by and watch rape, because for the
I will
victims it
donate
doesn't matter.
money. I will donate money. I will donate my money
But
for
you
my
shouldn't.
morality.
By
I
your logic, you shouldn't, because you have to take care of your family. You
No,
cannot
because
take.
I
You
believe
cannot
in
be
taking
double
care.
stranded.
I believe
Okay,
in taking. I believe.
nature has made you selfish. You shouldn't be moral.
Why shouldn't I? Why can't I
You
give
shouldn't be
money?
moral,
Why
bro.
can't I think about
Bro,
my family
you
first
don't. You
and
shouldn't
then
be
think
double
about the
stranded.
world?
You
Why am
shouldn't
I
be
gonna?
double stranded. You
Why?
shouldn't be
No,
double
no, it's not
stranded.
double standards. It's called. It's
It
just
is
called being
double
a decent
standard,
human being.
right?
And
You are
if you
saying
think
that.
everyone in,
No. Wait a second. Wait a second. You are saying that. I won't be moral. I don't consider these raped children. I don't want to eradicate suffering. Basically, if some rapes keep happening, because my privileged as needs to continue, my family needs to continue. I need some continuation of life. I need these rapes, which you accepted is inevitable, and I need these rapes, these wars, these kids who are starving, animals abused, predation, all these things to continue. Right, I need these things to continue because of my privileged as.
yeah, I'm
Right,
going to keep on living.
you have stated that you are pro selfishness. Okay, then you are saying that when I say that I won't give you moral consideration, you are like, no, bro, I am also moral.
I am
You are
moral.
not
You can
moral.
be selfish and
You
moral.
want these things to continue. You are not moral. I don't care
No,
about
I
you.
want these things. Listen, we as much as it's bad. That is
Ah,
as long as we
but not at the expense of your privilege.
Of course. And that's like
Right.
most of other people. Why should
That's what
I
I'm
die?
saying.
Why should I die to stop something which is
That's what
going to
I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Why should I care about you? That's what I'm asking.
don't care
You are
about me? I
saying
don't
that.
want you to care about
See,
me.
you are saying that you don't care about me. But I should somehow care about your family, right? But you don't care about
You
all these
don't
raped
care because you want
children.
everyone to
You
die. I
want
do.
them
I
to
want to die.
continue. You are saying that okay, it's inevitable. It's gonna continue. But I
We can
won't give
stop
up my
it. We can reverse
privileges
it.
because there is only one chance this will get eradicated. That is extinction. So you are saying that I am not gonna give up my privileges. Me eating chocolates is more important than peace for all living beings. So
Okay.
why should I give moral consideration to you? Is my question.
But you
You are
don't have moral
asking the.
consideration yourself.
I shouldn't.
You don't have any moral consideration to yourself because you want to pro extinct. I want to keep on living on this earth and reproduce my seed.
That's what
But
I'm saying. Like you want to keep your privileges at the
yes,
expense
I
of
do. But
others.
you want to take it away
So
from
you
me.
don't deserve
So
moral
you have no moral
consideration.
consideration.
You're done. You're done.
No,
You
I,
don't deserve
okay.
moral consideration. You have accepted for a fact that these things are going to continue. You are
I
saying
do.
that okay, I am privileged. I want to eat chocolates, even if that guy doesn't get a bread. That starving guy doesn't get a bread. I want to eat chocolates. So
I
this is a perfect analogy for your statements, right? So you already agreed to that also. Pro selfishness and all blah blah blah. Pro capitalist, all that shit. Okay. So
so what?
that is the thing I am saying. Like I don't have to give you any moral consideration. So
And
if
neither do
somebody is
I.
like blacks don't deserve all this, all those people deserve suffering because I want to continue my privileged as I want to use them as slaves. Why do those pro-slavery,
No, because you're conflict. You're making it more
pro-racism people deserve
okay.
any moral consideration? I don't
Let
see
me just get this.
there
Let
is
me get
no
my
difference
facts.
literally.
Okay, my facts are I believe that you should think about yourself first. However, if you have a bit of money left to stop the cause, you should donate some of your money to stop the cause. However, it's not going to stop
Uh,
completely, but we can
so
reduce it.
so so
We can
you so
reduce
your
it.
yeah so your point is that don't cause extinction and eradicate all the suffering because my privileged ass wants to continue.
Yes, and many
And
other people.
whatever leftovers, if I have a leftover bread from my home at the fridge, I'll throw it tomorrow.
Oh,
Yesterday's food, I'll throw it
100%.
tomorrow. And
100%.
you beg me for my scraps, and you live off of it. Is what you're
And
saying.
that will be enough. Listen,
Is
if
what you're
everyone
saying.
can
I
collectively
don't. That's what I'm saying. Repeatedly, you are painting yourself as an oppressor. That's why I am saying you don't deserve moral
So
consideration.
I need to. Okay, so I got a question for you as well. This is a bit off topic. Okay, so how would you? Okay, how could you? Do you think you can be pro-extinction without killing the whole Earth and everyone not going? Do you think you can get your goal of no suffering and completely war-free, animal-free? Do you think you can do it without eradicating the whole world? Can you answer me that, please?
Oh, what is your question? I am pro extinction. I want the whole world to go extinct.
Then there you go. You want the
I
whole world to
want
go
to
extinct. That's
euthanize
not
all
going to happen.
animals.
So you can't. So you're telling me your whole theology.
That's
You
what I'm
don't provide
saying.
a
That
solution.
that is that is what I am saying. I am not going to give any moral consideration to you because I give only moral consideration to
Well, there
sufferers.
you go. You're being
Right.
selfish right now.
So
You are being
obviously
selfish. You are being a
you
pro-capitalist.
are a
You are
pro-life
being a pro-capitalist.
oppressor. So the
You're an
solution,
oppressor
like
yourself.
I am not an oppressor.
Yes,
I
you
want
are.
to
Because
end
you're not giving me
oppression
a
forever.
solution. I'm
I'm
asking
just
you.
I'm just giving I'm just giving a solution that will end deaths, rape, torture, and
By killing
accidents,
everyone
wars,
else.
crime forever.
Well, here's my solution. My solution is we all
Yeah,
invest. We all
your
invest some of our
solution is
money.
your solution is you will throw some leftovers on the street and people
No, it's
will
not leftovers. It's money
scrap
to
off of it.
reduce it. But you
Yeah,
want to
that is
eradicate the
leftover.
whole world, which is
That
selfish.
is leftover, bro. If you're like your family's needs will actually never end. So actually, there
Okay,
isn't going to be any leftover.
wait,
So if you
Steve.
are going to be that selfish, but yeah, it's leftover. So you are
I got a
saying that
question.
I'll have some leftover money, right?
Yes.
I'll just throw it out and you just scrape it off of the streets and
Yeah.
lick my boots, right? Because I want to continue my privileged ass, right? Because I don't want to give up eating chocolates. I don't want to give up playing video
Well,
games.
it's our
I
life.
don't
It's
want to
not
give up
chocolates.
listening
It's
to
not
music.
chocolates. You want us
You
to bring up our
deserve to get
lives.
raped. You
Oh
deserve
my
to get
gosh. Oh,
predated.
Steve, you're
You
talking about
deserve to
chocolates.
get
It's your life.
that's what you're
You
saying because
you
you
want
have
me to give my
accepted
life?
that suffering is inevitable. You have
Yes.
accepted that suffering is inevitable.
But
So
we
that
need
is what you
suffering
are
on our
saying.
life to grow.
You are pro suffering. You are letting life continue means you are pro suffering,
Oh,
and you are pro
100% I'm pro
suffering
suffering.
because you wanna save your privileges. You are pro selfish. You accepted yourself. I don't know where this debate is going because
Well, you're a
obviously you
narcissist.
see
You're a
obviously
narcissist.
see obviously
You're a
if you
communist.
are pro
You want the world
selfishness,
to go. You don't
see
offer a
this debate will
solution. Your whole
see.
your whole
That is the
ideology
only
doesn't give a
solution. That is
solution.
the only
It gives an
solution.
extreme. It's a terroristic religion
Not even
or
a
cult.
see. Not even a single case of rape is worth it. Okay, and feeding you chocolates, feeding you
It's your
listening to
life that you're
music,
giving.
giving
It's
you
not
video
chocolates.
games
It's your life that
is
you
not
want
worth
for me to
one
go.
single child getting raped. So
It's not worth my life.
obviously, so wait. So obviously, this is the only solution. As you said yourself, you also agreed with it. There is nothing in this world that can justify a single child getting raped. So
There's
the thing
nothing.
is that the
We
only
have to kill
difference
everyone.
between you and me is you are selfish, I am empathetic. That is the difference. So this debate will never end. Okay.
It
The,
never
the
will.
points are the thing has been established that you are the typical enemy of every
Sure.
empath. You
And
are
you
the
just want the
typical
whole world to
enemy
go,
of
don't you? You don't
every
offer a
sentient being. You
solution.
are
You
the
offer an
typical
extreme.
enemy of every sufferer in this world. You are the
Okay.
typical oppressor because for your privilege, you wanna continue suffering. This is what has
Okay.
been
What doesn't kill you
established.
makes you stronger. I think suffering builds character, and we need that to grow as a thing. I'm offering a good solution.
What? Can you repeat it?
I am offering a good solution. I'm
What is
saying we
that?
can't. I'm trying to offer a solution. You are offering an extreme. You will want me.
What
You want
solution? What
my solution.
solution? You are offering a solution is that you are saying that I will take care of my family and I'll throw some scraps on
It's
the
not
street.
scraps. It's money, and it's someone I
You just
steal.
scrape it off of the street because I want my privilege as to continue. And you are not even offering a solution because
I am.
already you accepted that suffering is inevitable and
Yes,
not
but
even
we
a
can
single
reduce
case of
it.
rape is
But you are not
acceptable.
offering a solution
Okay,
as well. You
so
want
it
me
just
to
comes
use the
to
chocolates as my life.
already you accepted that suffering is inevitable
It is
and that
inevitable,
not even one case of rape is acceptable.
and it's
Okay,
not.
so
But why do
suffering
I
is
have to die?
inevitable.
And why does the
So
whole
the
world
thing
have to die?
is
It doesn't make it.
the thing is ultimately it only comes to one thing, whether you are selfish or whether you want to eradicate
It's
suffering.
not selfish. It's just. I don't want to die. I don't want to die.
What the
Millions of
hell
other
are you
people don't want to
blabbering
die. We
now?
want to live.
Since you got caught on live, now you just started blabbering. You just admitted to
Blabbering.
being pro selfish.
You are the a
You
bit. You
admitted
are selfish. You
to being
offer.
pro selfish.
You are pro
You
selfish. You
admit
want the whole world to die. You
what
want the
the
whole
hell?
world to be dying
I don't
extinct.
want to
Other
see. I
people want
don't
to survive
see.
and live. You
I am
are
a
the one. You are
privileged.
not offering a good
I am a
solution. You
privileged.
are
I am
offering
a
the whole world to
I am
die
a
for something that
now
can
now
keep
you
on
are just
continuing. You know there's no
now you are
answer to
just
it.
angry. Okay, I am a privileged person. Okay, I am giving up my privileges because I am fighting for the only solution that is that
What,
will
to kill
ensure
everyone,
that
yeah?
not even a single rape, not even a single predation, nothing will happen.
To
Right?
kill
I
everyone,
am
yeah?
fighting for that.
You're
Okay,
fighting for everyone to die.
you claimed to be
Okay.
pro selfishness. Now you are suddenly saying that I am the one who is selfish.
You
Like
are. I don't want to
10
die,
minutes
so I
ago,
have to die because of you.
10 minutes ago, you are saying I am pro selfish. Nature made us selfish. That's
Yeah.
what you are saying.
Yes.
Then you are saying I am selfish. I am
You
a
are
privileged
selfish.
person. I am
Just like
fighting for
me.
the sufferers. I am
I'm
fighting
fighting for the
against
people
the
that want to
people like
live.
you.
I don't want
People
to
who
die
wanna
because of
like
your pro
who
extinction
people who
belief.
are like I wanna keep eating tasty food. So let people starve. I wanna play video
I'm
games. So
saying
let kids get raped. I am fighting against people like you.
but no, listen, because
I
other
am
people,
totally
the majority of the
anti-selfishness.
people in this world are not
That is
rapists.
exactly the
95%
thing
of the people in this world are not rapists. So they have to die as well.
that is exactly the thing this debate has established.
The
You
what
have
the
established I don't even think I need to debate you because you have told the point all the points yourself. I am pro selfishness. You
and
told
you've
it. That's
showed
it.
me your point. You are a one-sided person, one-dimensional. All you want is the extinction and eradication of the earth. You can't provide a good solution, which doesn't cause the extreme. It's
I
honestly
don't see,
embarrassing. This is
bro.
why no one is going to take it
Extreme.
serious. You
Extreme. What is extreme is all these living beings who are going to die anyway. They are reproducing and starting to suffer from rapes, predation, starvation, wars, diseases, accidents, crime, etc., etc., etc. And then they are reproducing again before dying to create the next batch of organisms to suffer and die again, and then the next batch of organisms to suffer
But
and
not
die
everyone is
again.
suffering, though. You're acting
I
like
am
everyone's
just
suffering.
ending this infinite cycle of suffering, right? And I am giving up my privileges. I am a privileged person who hasn't faced any big suffering in my life. I am giving up my privilege my privileges to end this, because I know for a fact, you also know for a fact, that suffering will never end. But
Yeah.
not even a single case of sufferer is acceptable. Your
But it's
debate
not
is
that, not at the
done.
expense of my
You
life.
have
It's not.
already
Not in
see.
my life.
You have already lost in ethics. Okay, you have
I'm
claimed to
not
be
lost in
pro
ethics. I'm
extinction.
lost in
So
your
so
ethics, not my
this
ethics.
is not even this is not about this is not even become about ethical debate. So it's like done. When you the
All right.
moment you claimed you are pro selfishness, you lost the debate on ethics. You're
I
done,
lost the debate on ethics.
right?
There's no
You're
ethics. You're
done.
the one. We
So you
decide
just
ethics as humans. You don't decide
after that,
ethics.
what you are doing is just blabbering. You are just saying, no, no, I am not pro
Blathering.
selfish. You are
All you're
pro
doing
selfish.
is talking about is
I
being an
need
atheist.
morality
All you
for
doing is
my
talking about
family.
is destroying the whole world to stop. That's not going to happen, and it's never going to happen. You can keep on dreaming about the world. How about you extinct all the people that are the rapists and all the bad people? How about you do that instead of making the whole
See,
collective world go?
people are trying to do that, right? But still,
Yeah, then
rape
you
isn't
do that.
eradicated.
Don't then
That is
be
the
that
thing.
then.
Again, you have lost the point, because you have already accepted that suffering is inevitable.
Of course, I'm atheist. I
So,
know there's
so
no.
I
I
so
know,
you have also accepted
but
that
I don't believe that you have.
not even a single case of suffering is acceptable. You have accepted everything, so you already lost the debate. You're done.
No, I know. I believe that
You're
suffering
done.
is. I believe that suffering is bad, and it's not. But not at the cost of my life and the majority of the life that are good people.
Yeah,
The
that is what
majority of
I'm
the world
saying.
are good people. They do not need
That
to
is
die for a
see, yeah,
small bad people.
that is the mentality of an average oppressor.
Okay, then I'm the oppressor. Then that's completely fine. I'm an
Then
oppressor. I'm a bad
then
person. I'm not going
then
to
finished.
destroy.
That's what I'm saying. First,
Fine,
see,
fine,
you
fine.
have accepted that you are pro selfishness. You are
Fine.
done.
I'm the
So
oppressor
that
then.
is so you have accepted, now you are a oppressor, right? That is why
Yeah,
you don't deserve moral consideration,
but
right?
you know what? At this point,
Who are pro life, anybody who are pro suffering, anybody who wants suffering to continue, that is why they are oppressors. That is why
yeah,
they don't
we are
deserve moral
oppressors then.
consideration.
I don't want to lay my life down, and the majority of the world don't want to lay our life
That is
down.
what I'm saying. That is what I'm saying. I don't care about your privilege, Dash.
Yeah, and I
I'll
don't care
continue
about
fighting
you.
for extinction.
I don't want
I'll continue fighting for extinction.
to. Okay, all right then, and I'll continue for
That's
pro
it.
life and love.
Done.
All
Done.
right, all right. See you. Have a good.
Finished. Yeah. So this is it. This is what it has come to, right? So the thing is, nobody can win an ethical debate between an extinctionist and a pro-life. Nobody can win an extinctionist in a debate in ethics. So the thing is that ultimately it comes to a question of whether you are selfish or not. So the moment this guy said, "I am pro-selfish," because nature he is 100% right. Okay. So nature has programmed a lot of people to be selfish, right? So they will be selfish, and they are the enemies of sufferers. They are the enemies of sentient beings. They are the enemies of empaths. They are the enemies of pro-extinction, right? So the moment he said that, okay, I'm pro-selfish. I matter. You know, give morality only to my family. The moment he said that, he lost the ethical debate. He lost ethics. Ethics is done. The rest of it is just statements. Okay. And I would very much appreciate him at the end. He accepted, okay, I'm an oppressor. I don't care about you. You don't care about me. So let's just fuck off. Right. So I truly appreciate that. And, uh, yeah, so this is it. So nobody can win an ethical debate with an extinctionist. And I think this video, it serves as a proof, right? So there are just two factions. So the thing is that there are people who want to eradicate suffering, and then there are people who are pro life, who want to continue suffering. Okay. So the first kind of people, There can only be extinction is because suffering is inevitable. And not even one case of rape, or not even one case of predation, not even one case of natural disaster is acceptable, right? So the second case is you are pro-life because of any selfish reason, because of your uh, privileges, or because of your feelings, emotions, you support life and you support the continuation of suffering. There are only two factions. So you choose now, because you are either in the side of sufferers, or you are in the side of oppressors, like the person who joined right now, who just say that only my family deserves moral consideration, right? So so what if it happens to like someone else's family? He's like, no, if I have some extra, I'll just toss it and they can scrape whatever is left over. But if it comes to, if when suffering comes to my family, if you're going to kill my family, somebody is going to kill my family, if somebody is going to harm my family, then I am moral. I want morality. But up till that point, I am pro selfishness, because nature designed me to do so. So you have to choose whether you are going to side with someone who is like that, or logically side with someone who is fighting for everyone, because this is the exact kind of selfishness that is actually resulting in suffering, right? If I am safe, it's not a problem. But tomorrow, victimization can happen to you, a natural disaster, diseases, abuse, slavery, rape, these things can come to you. So the only sensible morality, the only sensible ethics is to not discriminate anybody, to not be a bigot, and consider everybody suffering and fight against everybody's suffering. So I think we are done for tonight. I hope it was a nice debate, and see you guys in the next podcast.